A lot changed between 500 BC and 500 AD, but around 500 to 1000 AD you have ancient Byzantium starting to arrive, and ancient Byzantium music brought some of the Middle Eastern elements together with some of what would become Georgian hymns and chants, and mixed it with some of the traditional Roman and Greek music. So it was a strange mix, and it's something that maybe becomes more of the kind of music we see today, or more of the kind of the seed of the classical music that would happen later on with some influences of the Near East and that. So this is some ancient Byzantine style of music, and we'll be back after this. You can really hear the rich tones of the Middle East in there, and some of what would become kind of Georgian medieval type music in Europe. So the Byzantine Empire was sitting right on the crossroads between the East and the West. It's where Istanbul is today. It was Constantinople as the capital, and it was the second Roman Empire of the East. We're moving on now, and we're going to go slightly forward to 700 AD, but we're going far away. And this is to the Tibetan Empire. And to understand the Tibetans, and we're just throwing this in here because the music is fantastic, it's unbelievable. But to hear the Tibetans, you have to understand that their music is gelled with their religion. And the music this is not typical music, this is the deep chants of their voices, very powerful voices. And they use it a lot with their meditations and their mantras and chanting. So have a listen to this and see what you think. It's incredibly powerful voice. Incredible, amazing cacophony of instruments, but focused, deep, meaningful voices. And there's something incredible about Tibetan voices. And if you ever have an opportunity to hear that live and in person, you can feel it. You can feel it vibrate in your chest when you're there in a monastery, hearing the chants and the mantras being spoken like that. It's incredible. So we're going to go forward again. We're at 700 AD, and the Tibetan Empire was the peak of the Tibetan power at the time. And we're moving forward to 900 AD to a completely different place, to Scandinavia, to the original Nordic calling music. Now this is called kulning, Kulning, and it's a type of music that was developed by herders in the mountains in Scandinavia to call the herds to them. But it was also used to call various different animals. So you could use it to call swans, geese, their dogs, their pets, their livestock. It was a type of music that was used to call. So it was a very useful type of music. But again, similar to Tibetan music, the voice is everything. And it's incredible, absolutely incredible. No instruments, no aids, just a human voice and a valley. That's absolutely incredible. And I do encourage you, if you want to listen to that music again, that's Kulning, and you can look it up on YouTube or anywhere else. You can download it on iTunes, and it's just amazing what the human voice can do. Well, we're seeing a shift from musical instruments to human voice, and it's something which wasn't really very, very, very popular in ancient times. During ancient Greece and ancient Rome, it would have been music but accompanied by poetry or recitation or plays, but it wouldn't necessarily have been singing. The idea of a singing voice was something that came in from outside Western culture, but it is something which transformed Western thinking into a whole different way of music. So we're moving forward, and we're gone to the 1100s to the Codex Calixtinus. So in the medieval period, a lot of it would have been informed by a very, very, very religious background. But this is one of the oldest medieval type songs from the 1100s. It's the Codex Calixtinus. Let's have a couple of minutes of this. That was the Codex Calixtinus from the 1100s. Now we're moving again forward to the 1200s, and around the 1200s, one of the major things that happened in the world was that Genghis Khan, or Chinggis Khan, or however you pronounce him, suddenly burst out from Mongolia. The effect of this was that Mongolian culture and Mongolian ways spread across the entire world, from Japan to Vienna, from Siberia to India. Mongolian culture became something which was incredibly well known because they owned the largest empire at the time. So we're going to go over to some Mongolian called Tuvan throat singing, and this is some of the strangest, weirdest and most amazing singing you'll ever imagine. But it is a modern artist doing a modern version of traditional Mongolian Tuvan throat singing. Try and enjoy this. It's strange but incredible.